the US playbook of containment from Japan to China, and next India? History shows a pattern. Whenever a nation rises close to America's economic or strategic position, Washington tries to cut it down. Let's connect the dots. In the 1970s to 80s, Sony, Toyota, Toshiba were outcompeting American giants. Japan was on track to surpass the US in tech and GDP. Its corporations dominated semiconductors, automobiles, consumer electronics. Washington panicked. So came the Plaza Accord, 1985. The US forced Japan, and others, to revalue their currencies. The yen shot up 50% against the dollar within 2 years. Japan's exports collapsed, asset prices inflated. By the 1990s, the bubble burst. And the result? Japan fell into what became the lost decades. It never recovered its momentum. Then came China. From 1982,000, China's GDP grew at double digits. By 2001, it entered the WTO with US support to serve as the factory of the world. The bet in Washington? We'll open China to global trade, and in return, China will liberalize politically. That bet backfired. Beijing was accumulating trillions in foreign reserves, threatening the dollar's supremacy. Instead of becoming another Japan, China used US capital, technology, and markets to overtake America in manufacturing, 5G, AI, EVs, solar, rare earths, and more. By 2014, China had become the world's largest economy in PPP terms. By 2020, it was already challenging US military primacy in Asia. Washington again saw a rival, so the US turned hostile. Trade wars, Trump's tariffs in 2018 and 2025, sanctions on Huawei, ZTE, and Chinese chip firms, Indo-Pacific military alliances, pressure on allies to block China from supply chains. The goal was to slow China's rise, yet, unlike Japan, China didn't bend. In fact, it continues to expand its influence through SCO and BRICS. Why? Because China had something Japan never did: scale, sovereignty, and Russia. China built an alternative ecosystem, Belt and Road Initiative, CIPS payment system, parallel to SWIFT, strategic partnership with Russia for energy and defense, focus on indigenous tech, 5G, AI, EVs, semiconductors, and the result? Despite all restrictions, China overtook the US in PPP GDP and is now challenging in real GDP too. It leads in EVs, solar, 5G, and soon AI hardware. Containment failed. And now comes India. India is projected to become the world's third largest economy within this decade. By 2035-40, India could even surpass the US in PPP GDP. We're the fastest growing major economy, a rising space power, leader in IT, pharma, digital payments, and now manufacturing. So, the US will see the same threat perception. The US sees India as a partner today, but history shows a pattern. When a power grows too fast, America tries to contain it. Signs are already visible. They removed India's GSP trade benefits in 2019. They threatened CAATSA sanctions for buying Russian S-400S. They pressure us on cheap Russian oil. They lobby us to dump Russian arms and buy overpriced American ones. They use human rights, democracy rhetoric as leverage step by step. The trap is being laid. And if history is any guide, America's next moves are predictable. Push more tariffs on Indian exports. Drag us into conflicts with Pakistan or Bangladesh. Weaponize the dollar to choke our financial system. Use NGOs and media to shape narratives and influence politics. The same script, different target. That is why Russia matters. Russia gives India discounted energy. It gives us strategic depth and defense. And through BRICS and SCO, it gives us a platform outside Western control. Japan trusted the US and was destroyed. China built its own path, leaned on Russia, and survived. Will India repeat Japan's mistake or chart its own path with strategic autonomy? Share your thoughts below in comments. If you liked the video, like, share, and subscribe the channel for more videos like this.